What's up everybody, EDM Adam here. I wanted to address something about this video real quick. So instead of doing like a whole album reaction of just listening to every track start to finish, I didn't find this project that interesting. So as a result, I just kind of condensed my thoughts like initially after listening to it and then kept a few of the reaction moments from some of my favorite tracks. Make sure to stick around for the second half reaction part because there is a pretty funny movie reference I think a lot of you will appreciate. Kind of an awkward format on this one, but let me know what you guys thought. Where to begin? So initial thoughts, specific moments that kind of resonated with me. There wasn't a ton. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I get that this, wasn't supposed to be a bassy, super high energy project, but there wasn't that many memorable moments for me. I enjoyed a few of the tracks, but like nothing stood out as like, wow, I want to hear this again, or I need to put this on repeat, or I need to add this to this playlist. I thought Heaven Takes You Home was probably a favorite for me. Mafia was really cool. But can we talk about how much of a squandered opportunity Another You was? That song had so much potential and no payoff or release. Come on! Where's the drop? And like some people might appreciate that, but like that just felt like all this tension and just cinematics for nothing. So that was disappointing. Somebody remixed that. Some melodic bass artists in the corners of wherever. Somebody needs to do a remix on that. I thought there was a lot of remix potential for a couple of songs on this track. So if they decide to do a remix album, I think that would be interesting. Another key moment I wanted to mention, the ASAP track felt so out of place where it kind of felt like almost opportunistic. They're like, all right, let's get another rapper in here, see if we can appeal to that part of the scene. It worked so well with The Weeknd. Like that sounded like a cohesive collaboration. Both styles worked perfectly, but the ASAP Rocky track just felt like a random collab that really was, could have just been mistaken for any hip hop song of the week. I think the biggest thing that comes to mind with this album is it didn't feel cohesive, right? It was like a collection of hits and also a collection of like experiments. I know the intention was never to revisit the 2012 sound of the main stage ballads, but this kind of felt like they were throwing darts at a board, and there's some hits on there that are already doing well on the radio and will continue to do so, but yeah, it just kind of felt all over the place as an album. With the way the music industry is now, it almost feels like these would have just been better off released as a course of 16 singles. But the idea of an album, is appealing, especially to a super group that kind of wants to leave their legacy, I'd imagine. Yeah, I found it interesting they didn't rebrand for this, because obviously it's a totally different sound. They probably just wanted to keep their following. As you know, not all Alias projects get as much traction. Most people don't even know deadmau5 has Test Pilot, countless others. So I will say this, the album is versatile in that it's got something for everyone. Like I said, you've got these kind of like dark four on the floor tracks. You have these poppy vocal focused tracks that are going to appeal to the hip hop and sometimes the rap community. You've got like down tempo kind of interlude feels. So there's a lot of different flavors on this one. Like I said, it obviously isn't a concept album, and if it was supposed to be a concept album, then I guess the concept would be variety. But I gotta be honest, the production quality is really, really solid. It's clean, but I'm just like not inclined to revisit it. It wasn't that entertaining for me. Some people might disagree, and you're totally welcome to. I wasn't big on Swedish House Mafia in 2012. They've had their mark. They've had some, successful tracks, but obviously acknowledging my biases as somebody who is more bass heavy and more melodic bass and drum and bass. Just not something that personally resonated a lot with me, but interested to see how this one's received, what your guys' thoughts are. But make no mistakes, it sounds expensive, it sounds clean, there's some cool cinematic stuff in there, just not personally my cup of tea. This one sounds a little more upbeat, less dark. A little more melodically pleasant. I want to know what this sound is in the background. It's kind of like this like metallic... No, not anymore, but in the chorus. Is it weird for me to say I get just like the slightest Odessa vibes from some of this? This feels like it's gonna be a hit. Clean production, also got the commercial appeal, nice vocalist. Feels like a very versatile song. All right, Mafia. A bit of dissonance here. Ooh. I'm listening. Easy to listen to. Love how it's just kind of gliding between notes. And this could put you in a trance. And not like the trancey trance version of trance, just kind of a hypnotic lull. This almost feels like a toned down version of something Rez might do. Add a couple more detuned chord stabs and a weird lead, thicken up the bass line, and you've got a Rez track. Oh, I'm sensing a lot of potential for remixes on this one. This is just asking to be spiced up. So much tension. This feels like that scene in The Dark Knight where the both boats are deciding whether or not they're gonna blow each other up.
Here we go. Can't rely on anyone these days. You gotta do everything yourself.
Feels slightly out of place given the context so far. Picking up the tempo a little bit. This sounds promising. Yeah. Yes. Well, this has got a lot of potential. Don't squander it. If there's not some major release on this one, it's a damn shame. God, it feels like it could be a melodic bass song. Stop teasing us. Come on. Where's the drop? Oh no. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.